Okay, this is second video of uh, pre-calc. This the first video means the second video is about determinant of this is assignment 37, chapter 8-4. Determinant of this is 2 by 2 matrix. Okay, before 2 by 2 matrix, I have to define what the square matrix is. Square matrix is 1 by 1, which is 1, and 2 by 2, 3 by 3. It's same rows and same columns, right? So this is square matrix, a 2 by 2 matrix, uh, and determinant. I think in my class I indicate A, B, C, D, which is A times D minus B times C. But your textbook says A sub 1 is B sub 1, A sub 2, B sub 2. So let's follow that. So A1 times B2 minus A2 times B1, or B1 times A2. Okay, so that's the determinant. Okay, how do you use determinant? When you do the inverse of the when you find the inverse, and the inverse is usually when you come out the inverse. I think we explained, we did it. So like the number of this diagonal that switch the places, right? And so for example, let me make sure if I use the words A, B, C, D. So maybe I use this one. Okay, I use this one. This is your textbook. So when determinant is 1, this diagonal switch the location, but this time is the same number. So it might not be a good idea, but so it's going to be, I use the same number. So I cut and paste. So A inverse, the matrix A inverse is going to be, we switch the location. This is indication on A inverse. So this number, it's going to be, let's see, we negate, right? Negate means we switch the sign. So this become positive, this become negative. Okay, now we find out what the determinant, right? So 2 times 2, let me write down, 2 times 2 is 4, and 4 minus negative 3 times 1, which is 7. Let's see. 2 times 2 minus negative 3 times 1, I believe. Let me see. Negative 3 times 1. Okay, so this is 4 minus 3, which is 7, right? So 4 minus minus 7, which is, I'm sorry, 4 minus negative 3, isn't it? So negative 3, which is 4 plus 3, which is 7. So I write down here 7. So this number is going to be, the number is divide this inside rule here. So it's everything is going to be divided by 7. So I write down 7 here to all those numbers. So divide by 7, divide by 7, group copy, duplicate, divide by 7. Okay, so let's prove that one. So to get the inverse of this number, let's see. So I push this one back here. And I put this one blank. Maybe I would create 2 blank ones. So let me make it a little smaller. So when I want to create the blank one, how can I make the blank one? Right. So this is going to be with the white pen. Let's erase this. Okay. Now there's a blank one. I make 2 blank ones. Okay. And I can erase this. Okay. Just make more and more. So you multiply this. So let me put the multiplication sign. Oh, I put the X, so this multiplication sign. So multiplication sign is here. Okay, I will multiply here those 2 matrices. So matrix A times A inverse, which is this one. It's going to be identity matrices. So I wonder if you remember identity matrices. It's going to be 1, let me make it a little smaller. 1, 0, 0, 1. Okay. So let's see, I will make it A, B, C, D, so that might be easier. Oh, sorry. And so for A, B, C, D, right? So I'm sorry, A, B, C, D, okay? So this is A inverse. So it's like a regular product for matrices. So I use highlight this. So let's see. I have to be careful. So it's a 2 times A minus 3, negative 3 times C. So let me write down. Let me put everything down so you can see it. Let me see it. Let me put everything down. Okay, so I can still see it, right? So this is, I pull the notation here. So 2 times A, I put 2A, minus, so it's a plus, actually, let me write them, plus negative 3 times C, it's negative C, okay? And equal this number right here, right? So that's 1. Okay. Now I move this one here, and we're going to do negative 2 times B. I'm sorry, 2 times B and negative 3 times D is going to be D here, right? And it's going to be this one. So that's 0. Okay? So that's this number. So we took care of this one and this one. So now we're going to, highlighter is going to be moved here, and highlighter moves here. Okay? So it's 1 and 2. And you use letter A, letter C. 1 here. 1 times 2, positive 2. And you add it, and it's going to be 0 this time. Now I cut and paste here, and I move the highlighter here. 1 times B, and positive 2 times D equal this time 1. Okay. All right. I hope you can see this. Now I will make it a little smaller, each one of them, so it might be easy to solve it. So what you see right now, maybe easier one is you can start solving for this. A plus 2C equals C, right? And so I will double this. So 2A, let's double this. 2A plus 4C equal 0 times 2, which is 0. So I plug in here. This is negative 3 here. Now, what do you see? If you subtract from here to here, from up and down, so 2A minus 2A is 0, so they cancel out. Negative 3C minus 4C is negative 7C equal 1. 1 minus 0 is 1. So I write down here. This one cancel. And this become negative 7C. And this become 1. Now you see the picture? Now, first one, you have you solve for C, which is C equal negative 1 over negative 7, which is, I put negative sign outside, a fraction 1 over 7. Okay, we do the same process this one. So, but we solve for this number right here on the row 2 column 2, row 2 column 1, which is here. Look, it's negative 1 over 7. If you do everything, those process, we will get these answers. How do you get these answers? We replace this place, this diagonal, and this diagonal, it was same number, but however, we negate. So that's what that determinant works. Okay, I hope you understand. If you don't understand, just give me a note by email and I can go over this detail. So I just did only this number to solve it. But if you go through A, B, C, D, it will come out this number. But how do you use determinant? You have to use this order to be flip around, right? So 2 and 2, you flip around. This time it's same number, so flip around is the same number. This number, keep the same location and negate. And divide by the determinant, okay? That's all for this video, so I wait for next video.